Well, a lot of work has gone on in this Congress on things like trying to drive down the cost for people, drive down the cost of living. Other work has been done on behalf of veterans that's been very important, and we've also been working to defend democracy around the world.
Meanwhile, Maine's independent Senator Angus King is overseas this weekend, meeting with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. For that meeting, King wore a sweater with an image on it of Civil War hero Maynard Joshua Chamberlain.
Well, housing is a very complex problem, and there's no simple solution. A couple of bills that I've been working on that I'm excited about. One's called the HELPER Act, which would essentially be a no down payment housing opportunity for first responders and teachers so they can live in the communities that they serve.
Senator Angus King is introducing legislation that he hopes will increase housing options in Maine's rural areas.
Senator King announced the Farmhouse to Workforce Housing Act, which is a joint effort with Senator Jerry Moran from Kansas.
I think one of the most important things this Congress has done over the past half dozen years is support for universal broadband. It's happening in Maine. This is a fundamental piece of infrastructure that will drive the future Maine economy.
Senator Angus King is joining bipartisan legislation to extend affordable internet access. Continuing the program ensures nearly 100,000 households in Maine can stay connected to the internet.
I'm fortunate enough to be able to serve on the Veterans Affairs Committee. It's one of my favorite committees. It's very bipartisan. It's very productive. And also in Maine, it's important because we have, I think, third or fourth highest number of veterans in proportion to our population of any state in the country. The veterans are the backbone of our communities in Maine.
Senator Angus King is getting recognized for his work in Congress helping post-9/11 veterans. Senator King was named Legislator of the Year by the Wounded Warrior Project.
In October 2023, one of the greatest tragedies ever to strike Maine on one day occurred in Lewiston. It was just such a shock to everyone, and ever since then it's been a process of healing, of consoling, of working with the victims' families, but also figuring out what happened and why and what we can do to prevent it. The response, both from state, local, and federal, has been extraordinary, but it's a response that I wish I'd never had to see.
Senator Angus King, alongside New Mexico Senator Martin Heinrich, to discuss the Go Safe Act. It's a new bill they've co-sponsored that tackles gun violence in an unprecedented way.
So Martin Heinrich, a hunter and a very respected senator from New Mexico, and I worked over 2 or 3 years to develop a bill that would focus on the lethality of the weapon, not what it looks like. There's still some big issues to address. Housing, cost of living, veterans care, all of those things are still on the table. They're things that I'm looking forward to addressing in a bipartisan way to serve the American people, and I can find a way to serve the people of Maine.